Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are, up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. How many countless millions of children around the world have been comforted by these words? They're a reminder of what connects us all, but what is that precisely?
Then you show your little light, twinkle, twinkle overnight.
Life, in all its glorious diversity, offers us some common themes. One that unites a great deal of us is children and our immense love for them. Many of the hopes and dreams we bestow on our children resonate throughout humanity. Above all, most of us hope for their happiness, health, and well-being. But regrettably, not all children are blessed with the gift of good health. In fact, there are over 20 million children around the world who have been diagnosed with potentially life-limiting conditions. You're about to witness something unexpected. The extraordinary stories of children and young people around the world living and thriving with serious illnesses. This is thanks not only to their tremendous individual characters, courage and spirit, but also to the support of their loved ones, who are working in close collaboration with children's palliative care teams. What do we do as parents, families and members of a community when a child is diagnosed with a life-limiting condition? In the face of this unimaginable dilemma, you'll discover how these families cope, what they need, and how you may be able to help them in a small but profound way. You may be surprised, as I was, by these remarkably life-affirming stories, and you'll be rewarded by the wisdom that these young people and their families have to share with us all. Children's palliative care is a response to the suffering of a child and their family facing life-threatening conditions. These illnesses may be relatively common, like cancer and cystic fibrosis, or very rare indeed. Children's palliative care is holistic, looking at the body, mind, and spirit within the social and cultural context. It cares for the child and their family from the time of diagnosis and can continue for years or even decades. Care is provided by multiple professionals specializing in physical, psychological, and social support wherever that care is required. Many life-limiting conditions are familial. They run in the family. Children's palliative care acknowledges that despite their diagnosis, children continue to develop physically, emotionally, and cognitively. This affects both their medical and social needs and their understanding of disease and death. Importantly, children's palliative care demands the provision of education to sick children as essential and a legal entitlement. It also acknowledges that this adds to the complexity of care. Children's palliative care acknowledges that families are the prime carers and that home is the center of caring. Services should be coordinated to provide flexible, comprehensive support for the whole family, including siblings. The care of children with life-limiting conditions should be holistic and multidisciplinary. This requires a range of services and the skills of those trained and experienced in the care of children. In all settings, children should be cared for in a child-centered environment. Different aspects of the children's palliative care package are delivered by a wide range of services and agencies across the health, social, and voluntary sectors. This requires close liaison and effective networking to deliver care in a coordinated way. Children's palliative care stands for social inclusion and rails against discrimination. It seeks out opportunities for growth and development, and it advocates for the voices of children living with life-limiting illnesses to be heard. Children's palliative care cares for the child from the time of diagnosis until death, and after death, it does bereavement support for the family. In some countries, health professionals never acknowledge death in children. The cultural denial of the fact that children actually die prohibits the development of children's palliative care services. The taboo around child death, without an open and honest approach, means that families are often forced to make ill-informed decisions to pursue aggressive curative treatments. In the words of Elizabeth Kubler-Ross, watching a peaceful death of a human being reminds us of a falling star, one of 1,000,000 lights in a vast sky that flares up for a brief moment only to disappear into the endless night forever. Palliative care is an essential right for anyone with a life-threatening illness, whether they are a child or an adult. All children and families will have universal palliative care needs, regardless of their country of origin. You've seen for yourself the life-changing impact that palliative care can make to young people who need it. Regrettably, these are the lucky few. Over 20 million children can benefit from this care, but access to services remains an issue. These vulnerable children and families are largely invisible. They need your help. We're more connected today than ever before in history. Let's harness that power to do some good. I encourage you to find out more about how you can help at www.littlestars.tv. For children living with life-limiting illness, there is only now.
Till the sun is in the sky.